Okay, so maybe you're wondering why the white gloves, pretty rare when something really exciting comes in. I mean, I've been doing this. I was talking to the eBay guys. He says, you've been on eBay for 28 years. So that means I've been doing this for about that long, if not even a little longer. So in all that time, I've always read about this saxophone, but I've never had one in my hands. And now I've got a rare opportunity to sell one for somebody. And this is a Yanagisawa 9937. It's now a WTO 37 or something like that. But anyhow, I've had a lot of Yanagisawas. I have an alto now that's silver plated. So this is not silver plated. It is solid sterling silver top to bottom. So a friend of mine has a model that's sterling silver body, but with a brass neck, brass bell. But this is top to bottom. So brass keys, sterling silver body, and it's like a piece of art. This should be in like a glass case, rotating around just for people to just to be in awe of. But look I've never seen Yanagisawa with this much engraving. It's engraved all the way around the bell, and just beautiful down, big flower all the way down to the bottom bow, and then the neck is all engraved. And I've never seen a reinforcing brace like that. So I'm imagining silver might be a little softer and not as strong as the silver with alloys and stuff like that. So I think they wanted to strengthen it up a little bit, but they did a beautiful job adding a brace to it, and again some really nice engraving. Every one of these I get, every Yanagisawa, it just plays great right out of the box. I mean, I've had them 5, 10, 15 years old. You get them out and they just play perfect. I mean, I've never spent more than 15, 20 minutes on one. They always miss this little C-sharp guy here to keep the C-sharp from popping up, and a lot of times the G-sharp's popping up. But the padding and everything's perfect. If you've seen the factory tour, they don't play one note on a saxophone before it goes out the door. Everything is done, put together, set up, corked, and out the door without anybody playing a note on it, which is just astonishing to me. I've been at Yamaha in Michigan. They've got a room with guys blowing on horns. If they don't like it, they send it back to the line. But they're just so good and just so perfect with their assembly that they don't need it. But look at it, even all the way down to the bottom bow. Not a scratch on it. It's basically in brand new condition. It feels like a brand new horn. It's got a little stiffer springs than I'm used to, and but not a scratch or a ding, and the whole thing. I'm just really nervous about handling it. And double arms down here like they do on all the pro models. Got the extra elf sharp little helper here, which is really nice. Of course, up to F sharp. So there it is. Beautiful silver. It's got a little more heft to it than the brass ones. So Yamaha went the opposite direction. Their alto and bass flutes are now made out of brass instead of silver, because the thing's hanging out there 2 feet, and they wanted to be a little lighter. So they made their flutes out of brass instead of silver. So anyhow, nice big huge thumb button here, and they actually taper that key right into it. So I've never heard a low B flat that just rocks like this. I mean, the whole thing just starts to shake. And again, you can just feel the resonance in the horn. It's just crazy. But it's weird playing with gloves. I'm actually hitting the bass key when I don't want to. So I'm not sure how long this AW stuff's out. I think for at least a couple of years. So I know it's somewhere between probably 3 and 5 years. I can't find serial number charts up this high with anybody. Even Yanagisawa hasn't updated theirs. So, but it's all conditioned to me. I don't care if it's 50 years old. It looks like a brand new machine, and it just plays crazy. I mean, there's just got to be almost 0 hours on it. Case is in perfect condition. So, just going to do a quick little tune, trying to keep them straight, and pretty quick. So there it is, Yanagisawa T-9937. So they have a 901, 92, 991. This is 1,000 times better than those, since they give it a higher number than anything else they make. And again, I've just heard stories, and I've had a few people new people that had them, but never actually had one in my hands for sale. I have it priced at $6,000 under the best price you can find on the internet. $6,000, and then there's no tax included like there is on the internet. So it's actually almost $7,000 cheaper. And I mean, somebody would just be wonderful. I mean, it's just like a holy grail. You just want to bow in front of it. So anyhow, here we go. So we're going to do this here, see if it'll work. Oh, of course not. Okay, let's start. Finally. Okay, let's get some of that. Sorry, I'm going to start that over. I wanted to get a full page. Okay, let's go back and get a little bit of that intro. So anyhow, man, that was a workout. I bit the hell out of my lip, and it's just killing me. And my reed's a little stiff, but anyhow, ain't enough excuses. But the horn is just absolutely crazy. So anyhow, you can check it out on the page www.stevegray.saxes. That's STVEGRAY, saxes plural.com, and it'll have the serial number and detailed pictures and all that jazz on there, and the purchase price. So just got some absolutely crazy stuff in. So sopranos, I have the Yamaha 675. The 62, which is really rare and almost pristine condition, and then another really nice condition 62R, and I say the R is for rare because they made so few of them. They sold for almost $1,000 more than a standard 62. Then I've got a beautiful Selmer Super 82 in silver, which is again is pretty rare. I hear silver is getting so expensive. A lot of manufacturers are not doing silver plated anymore, and of course not sterling silver. And I talked to one of the big Yanagisawa dealers, and they said they're special order only, and almost everything's 6 months to a year to maybe more out as far as production. So anyhow, so got the 34, 52, and 62 Barry. So a lot of great. I just got a purple logo 62, and I have a regular series 2 62. That's just in brand new condition. And then all the Yanagisawas. I got the 901, 902, and now the 99. I touched it with my arm. The 9937, and just crazy, crazy, crazy. And again, I don't think it's even been played, but you know, probably almost a pound heavier than the standard one. So anyhow, that's all I can say. There's not much more to say. That's just the tops of the tops, and about the same price as Selmer Supreme, which I don't think there's really a comparison with what Selmer's doing now compared to brass horn compared to a sterling silver one, and with the highest quality workmanship there is. So anyhow, there we go. I'll put the serial number in the comments, and I finally figured out how to get everything back on YouTube again. So hopefully this will fly. Anyhow, beautiful day on the West Coast, and hopefully it'll stay that way for a while. Anyhow, adios. It won't stop.